What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today for the very first video of 2021 we are going to be sticking with tradition here on the channel and starting a year off on the right track by giving 15 other content creators a shout out to start the year. This is something that I've enjoyed doing for my first video of every new year, and with how horrible 2020 was, I honestly just feel like this is actually needed to just get some positivity going at the start of 2021 and hopefully just help everyone start their year a little bit better than last year. Now, I always have to clarify in these videos, I'm not doing this for any dodgy reasons. I'm not doing it in hopes that I'll get my own shout outs. I'm not doing it to come across as a nice guy and get on everyone's good side or anything like that. I just think that there are some awesome people out there in the Star Wars community, and having grown a channel myself, I know just how hard it can be. So my only goal here is just to hopefully give these guys a little push in the right direction with the help of you guys as well. Now, we're going to be going from smallest to largest, with every single content creator being below 5,000 followers. Not every single person on this list makes Star Wars content, although they are all connected to the Star Wars community in one way or another, and all of their links will be in the description. So yeah, I would hugely appreciate it if you guys could go and subscribe or follow everyone on this list. Check out a couple of their videos or streams over the coming weeks, and if you do enjoy their content, then be sure to keep supporting them throughout 2021. But with all of that out of the way, let's get stuck right into it. So starting off, we have Nothing But Star Wars, who is a relatively newer creator that makes some really solid content on his channel, touching on not only Star Wars gaming but just Star Wars in general. The quality for a channel of his size is really good, and for a new creator he has some really great commentary, something that I wish I could have said about myself back when I started. Definitely worth checking him out. Moving on, we have Dualshock, which for those of you who don't know, is my good friend Split Screen's second channel, where he still does gaming videos but just not focused on Star Wars. Speaking to Mark lately, he's mentioned that he really wants to start focusing on his second channel a lot more moving forward, and knowing him like I do, I have no doubt that he's going to make so much improvement on his content throughout 2021, as he's easily one of the most driven creators that I've been lucky enough to meet. Next up, we have another good friend of mine by the name of Andrew, who runs his very own podcast called Out of Rim Reads. The podcast covers canon Star Wars novels, going over about 2 to 3 chapters per episode and really diving in deep to break down everything that goes on within the novels, which the current season is focusing on Master and Apprentice. So if you're a fan of reading and you do love Star Wars, then definitely go and support my man Andrew on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Moving on, we have a channel by the name of Palpa Memes, who some of you may already know from the Battlefront 2 community. Palpa Memes used to have around 15 or so thousand subscribers. However, I believe he just sort of wanted a fresh start and to change the direction of his content, so he started a brand new channel. Like I said, he used to make content around Battlefront 2, however he has transitioned to more just sort of regular Star Wars content, and so knowing how hard it is to transition, I would love it if you guys could go and help Palpa Memes out with his new direction. Now, next up, and this is a little bit cheeky, but this one is actually my own second channel called Sammy Plays. I wasn't actually planning on adding this one in, but I had 14 channels I wanted to shout out, and then I realised I may as well just make it 15 and shout out my own channel as well. So I'm not going to say much here. If you enjoy my content and you like other games like Call of Duty or Battlefield, then be sure to go and support me over on that channel as well. I will be doing a setup tour once we reach the big 1K milestone. Moving on, we have another creator by the name of The Rani, who makes mostly a mix of Star Wars content as well as a few other games as well. Now, she does have 20 odd thousand followers over on Twitch, so she does already have a solid following, but the quality of her content is honestly top tier, especially with all of her stream scenes and stuff like that. So I do think she still deserves a shout out for the amount of effort she puts in, so be sure to check out her YouTube as well as her Twitch too if you do enjoy live streams. Next up, we have another good friend of mine by the name of Sage, who runs the Uplink Podcast. In the last 2 to 3 months, Sage has actually completely rebranded from the Star Wars Battlefront podcast to obviously Uplink Podcast, and again, rebranding is a very tough time for most people, so I would love it if you guys could check out his content. He not only does the podcast, but he also streams, I believe, every Saturday as well, and honestly, behind Morgan Freeman, he may have the best voice on the planet, so you don't want to miss out on that. Moving on, we have my boy that I'm certain most of you guys will already know, which is the Twisted Jedi. However, I'm actually shouting out his Twitch channel instead, as he obviously has 30,000+ subs already, so his YouTube doesn't really need a hand. But I know how hard this man has been grinding on Twitch, pretty much streaming Warzone every single day for the last 3 or 4 months. And so again, if you guys enjoy games like Warzone, then be sure to go and support Twisted over there. Next up, we have a channel by the name of The Grey Jedi, who does a solid mix of Star Wars gaming and just regular Star Wars content as well. He puts out often multiple videos a day, if not just one per day, and so if you guys are after some more content surrounding everything Star Wars, then be sure to go and check him out. Moving on, we have Meaty Yogurt, I love the name by the way, who is a Star Wars Squadrons creator that puts in a lot of effort to his videos, as well as a little bit of Apex Legends here and there as well. I've watched a a fair few of his videos, and like I said, you can tell he really does care about his content. As is always the case with smaller channels, there's always improvements to be made, but for a channel of his size, he is making some really solid content. Moving on, we have one of the absolute juggernauts of the Star Wars Squadrons community in Avenger 1, who is easily one of the best players in the world of the game, and he's amazing to watch because of that. Now, there are a lot of awesome Squadron streamers out there, however, I'll be quite honest, a few of those top players are maybe a little bit ahead of themselves at times, but Avenger 1 is honestly the nicest dude ever, and there's no flexing, no bragging or shit talking. The man genuinely just loves the game, and he often actually brings players in and helps coach them and teach them the tricks of the trade. So he's easily my favourite Squadron streamer, and I do think he deserves a lot of growth in the future. Next up, we have my man Mr. Wiggo, formerly known as the Lost Celestin, or just better known simply as Jeff. And Jeff is one of the funniest, happiest streamers I've ever met. Honestly, his streams are an absolute blast to join in on. He streams for the fun of it and the community side of it rather than trying to sweat it out or anything like that, and I think that is really refreshing to see, honestly. So definitely check out Jeff's channel if that is the type of content you enjoy watching. Moving on, we have one of my oldest friends on the platform, which is my guy Nivoleth, and very much the same as Jeff, Nivo is just hilarious to watch live. He's got an absolute rage monster no matter what game he's playing, and he's just a ton of fun to be around in general. Nivo mostly streams, however he does often upload videos from time to time as well, and he's closing in on that big 3k subscribers, so let's see if we can get him there as soon as possible. Next up, we have someone that I have already mentioned, but this is Mark's main channel in a split screen. Now, it might seem a little bit unfair to some people that Mark has technically been in here twice, however they are separate channels, and like I said earlier, this man is one of the most driven, hard-working creators that I personally know, and I say it all the time that I think he really deserves a lot more growth. As I'm recording this, he's closing in on 3k as well. By the time you're watching, I have a feeling he's already going to be there, but either way, definitely check out Mark's content, as in my opinion, it is some of the best within the community. Now, last but definitely not least, we have my man Benji, another Aussie creator who runs the channel Rogue Gaming. Now, Benji actually had a channel previously where he reached 2k subscribers, it got deleted, and then he's actually managed to grind like hell and get all the way back to almost 5k subscribers. So this man knows how to hustle, and like I've said for everyone else, I think his channel is definitely worth checking out. That is going to do it for all 15 of these content creators, guys. Like I said earlier, I would really appreciate it if you guys could head over to all 15 of these channels, drop them a sub, watch some of their videos to support their content, and I'm fairly certain in doing so, you'll probably find some channels that you really do enjoy, while also helping them out and getting 2021 off on the right track. 2020 was a long, shitty year for pretty much everyone in the world, and I think this is a great way for us to all help support each other, not only giving you guys more entertainment, but also helping everyone on the list achieving their goals and dreams moving forward. That is going to do it for this one though, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and share this video around and all that good stuff. The more people that see it, the better the growth will be for everyone on the list, and the more people that are going to find some awesome new creators. Thank you all so much for watching. You guys have a great start to 2021, and I will catch you all in the next one.